Toes In is a great icebreaker game that's wonderful for building community and trust. We play it often at the very start of our Child's Play classes, and really what it's doing is saying, here's me, are other people like me? Or this is what makes me special and I want to share it. So what you do is you start by hugging your knees in. And what this is doing is actually just giving a real big boost of all those good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. The hugging of oneself is actually a very cool way to start. And from that hug, then we propose, right? Toes in if, and then we fill in the blank. The teachers usually start, right? So it's toes in if you are, I like to start with some things that are very clear that kids know. Toes in if you're 5, toes in if you're an only child, toes in if you're wearing red. And with those binary things, all they have to think about is, does this apply to me? Yes, okay. And then they put their toes right in the center. And then they can look around. Okay, who else is an only child? Oh, who else is wearing red? Oh, who else had pancakes for breakfast, right? It can be very silly, but it can also be things that they want people to know about themselves. The great thing about this game is kids are actually practicing the executive function control of inhibition, inhibiting a response. So while they may want to say, me, that applies to me, right? They have to not be talking, they're just talking with their toes. The more that kids get familiar with this game, the more you can pass the baton. Who else has a toes in suggestion, right? And then they can share something that they want everybody to know about themselves. Toes in if your birthday's in May, right? That applies to them, but it also is something that could apply to other people. As you get more sophisticated with this game, of course, you can say elbows in or nose in. We also use it in Child's Play as a way to figure out what the temperature of the room is and even who's done the preparation, right? Toes in if you worked on your lines this week, or toes in if you've ever seen a production of Matilda. They actually kind of connect back with the play that they were working on and the literature, but it's a way to do it through community. This is very much like our other game, Silent Circles of Sameness, but it's done sort of on a grounded way, sitting on the floor with everybody sharing just with their toes.
Toes in if you are wearing red. Toes in if you have a brother. Toes in if you are 4. Toes in.